Hi everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a very helpful video jam-packed with information. Sit tight and watch till the end. A 10-K is an annual report that must be submitted by a public corporation after the conclusion of the fiscal fourth quarter. It is one of the most important skills of a great investor. It gives a complete picture of the company's operation and financial situation. The annual 10-K report is the company's most comprehensive report, and it contains crucial details to help you decide whether or not the stock is worth your money. The best place to go for a 10-K filing is sec.gov. What is included in a 10-K report? A standard 10-K includes a cover page as well as 3 key sections. A 10-K report's cover page. This includes basic business details, including the company's name, the market value of voting and non-voting shares owned by non-affiliates, and the number of outstanding shares of the issuer's common stock. Part 1. Overview of the company. This provides an overview of the company's operations, as well as any current legal proceedings and risk factors, lack of benefit, financial status, illiquid securities, etc. Financial information. Part 2. Another benefit of learning how to read a 10-K is that it shows important trends in the company's financial position and operating performance. Revenue, net profits, total assets, EPS, and dividends can all be included. The financial information section also includes the following items. Management discussion and analysis discusses the company's financial efficiency, capital resources, liquidity, and any other significant factors. The MD&A is the 10-K's longest section. Information on risk. This involves changes in currencies, commodities, and interest rates. Financial statements that have been audited. This contains the following. At the close of each of the 2 most recent fiscal years, here are the balance sheets. Income statements for the previous 3 fiscal years. Each of the 3 previous fiscal years' cash flow statements. Part 3. Beneficial stakeholders, directors, and officers. This section lists the members of the board of directors, executive officers, and other main employees. The following are some of the other sections in the section. Executive compensation is made up of both cash and non-cash components. Officers, directors, and any other investor considered to be the beneficial owner of more than 5% of the company's voting shares own the following amount of securities. A 10-K report versus an annual report. Usually a corporation will file an annual report along with its 10-K at the end of the fiscal year. If the Securities and Exchange Commission requires 10-Ks, annual reports are prepared for the annual shareholders meeting to assist investors in making better investment decisions. Annual reports are more aesthetically appealing than monochromatic 10-Ks in order to draw buyers. They contain graphs, maps, and photographs, while a 10-K is mostly comprised of text and financial tables. Annual reports include a letter from the CEO, a rundown of key market indicators and financial results, highlights from the previous year, and expectations for the coming year, among other things. Annual reports are notorious for emphasizing the business's advantages while downplaying its disadvantages. To avoid having to produce 2 different papers, some firms opt to use the 10-K as their annual report. Only investors who know how to read a 10-K will profit from understanding the annual report. Getting to know how to read a 10-K. Since this information is critical for making decisions about the investment's quality, the process of learning the company's in-depth tale should be comprehensive. To get a 360-degree view of a potential investment, it's important to research as much company-specific and sector-specific content as possible. It's not always easy to figure out how to decipher a 10-K. Some 10-Ks have over 80 sites, such as Facebook's 2018 10-K. Luckily, you don't need to know how to read a 10-K from cover to cover to understand whether or not it's a good investment. Following these steps can help you efficiently learn how to read a 10-K. Part 1. General business information. General business info section of a 10-K report. Business description. The best place to start when learning how to read a 10-K is with the general business description because it shows what the top priorities are in the business. Here are some considerations when reading the business description for understanding how to read a 10-K. Business model. Business descriptions include a high-level overview of how the business operates. The description will include products or services that the company sells, how it generates revenue, its marketing strategy, or any other notable aspects of its operations. Customers. Quantity and diversity of a company's customers are important. The customer base can be broad, targeted, or a specialized niche market. While it is generally positive to have low customer concentration from a risk management perspective, it is also beneficial to have visibility and comfort regarding future revenues. End markets and distributive channel. A company's performance is tied to economic and other factors that could affect its markets. Is the company selling through wholesale, retailers, direct to consumers, or business to business? The end markets and end users are key drivers of operating strategy, performance, and value. Geography. Different regions of the world often differ substantially in terms of fundamental business drivers and characteristics, including different growth rates, macroeconomic environment, competition, and path to market. Industry competition. Most public companies face significant competition in every aspect of their business. As companies introduce new products or services, they can be subject to heavy competition from new market entrants or current competition. The question to ask is, how does the company's business model differentiate itself from competitors? Risk factors. The risk factors section is one of the most important sections to understand when learning how to read a 10K. The section highlights aspects of the business that investors could be unaware of. Certain factors may have a material adverse effect on the business, financials, and operations. The SEC requires that public companies disclose these risks. Risk factors are listed in order of importance. While some risks are standard industry risks, be on the lookout for less obvious, company-specific risks. Compare company risk factors from year to year. If a risk factor that wasn't mentioned in the previous year jumps higher up on the list, this could be a warning sign. There is so much content with a 10K, we broke it up into 2 videos. Part 2 goes over financial information. Click to continue and make sure to like our video if you found it helpful.